Today we're going to take the MT-09 out to a beautiful lake pond, and it's called Bello Stagno. It means beautiful pond. I was introduced to the guy that owns this property years ago. He actually owns a motorcycle. He stopped on the side of the road to see that I was taking pictures of his pond, and it is an absolutely beautiful pond with a giant rock monolith in the middle of it. I've taken pictures of it before. It's worth a revisit, and it's a beautiful pond. I'm really impressed. Today promises to be a really good day for one reason. I got up this morning and on the front porch was a big box of parts from Vlad. There's stuff for 2 or 3 different motorcycles in there. And I got some stuff coming from Partzilla. And I got parts that Luciano donated. So from this point in the year on, since the weather's really gotten cold, I like to intersperse my rides with days of working on the different projects that I have for the upcoming season. And once I see what's in that box, I'll be able to plan out the week a lot better. Now the biggest thing I'm waiting for is the chain for this bike. This bike has a bad link on the chain, and we want to get rid of that as soon as possible. I hope I have the correct tank things to mount the radar detector on the green bike so I can start putting him back into the pitching rotation. I still have to come up with a solution for having a radar detector on this bike, and I think I have one, but until I figure out exactly what I want to do. The RD is ready for some jetting, and Luciano graciously loaned me a bunch of pilot jets. We need a riding day to do that, to do some testing. So what I'm trying to get at is some of the and we have all the stuff for the FZR, the fuel pump and the plugs and everything, to get that back into the pitching rotation. But the good news, and every time I think I thought of everything, I got the carbon fiber part coming for the MT-09. So the fact that there's a big box on my porch, I may be very busy very soon. And that's what having a small collection of basically older motorcycles is. It's no 2 days the same. There are no Groundhog Days. So we have this on the bench ready to go. This is brand new plugs and a brand new fuel pump for the FZR. That's one of the projects on our list. And anybody who has a 2-stroke knows you're never done jetting it, and that's how I wound up with having 4 different boxes of jets. I got brand new plugs for the RD. I've got some pilot jets and some switch parts that should cure the neutral light problem. And I got the dial. I borrowed the dial indicator from Luciano. After the next couple of rides, I want to just double check that timing hasn't changed. Because I want this ready, and I want it right on the razor edge. I want it perfect. And that always requires a lot of fooling around with the jets. Now, as of the day that I shot most of the footage for this video, it hadn't snowed yet. So I'm still trying to sneak in a ride every time I can, and that can or cannot happen in the next couple days. But they said the future is that next week we're supposed to get our first snow of the season. So, well, when it comes, Santa Claus will be here. And we still have another project on my list, is to repolish the GS engine. Hasn't been done probably in a year. That's one of the most popular videos on my channel. It's got almost 1 million hits, I think. And once I get the FZR back into the rotation, I'm looking forward to it. Winter is coming faster than you can ever imagine here. And we got that tank mount, all that hardware, and a brand new back tire to mount on our spare rim, so that we have the 2 black rims on the bike when we get back out on the open road. But right now it's time to go see what's in that box. I always look forward to getting a box from Vlad. This is pretty funny. I haven't fed the birds yet. Look at this, sitting out there waiting for me. All right, come on. Time to feed the birds. Go playing with those motorcycle parts. Well, once you fill that feeder, the action never ends here. Yeah, you guys, come on. There's a whole loaf of bread in there. Look at the action this morning, wow. So this is the key thing of the day. I got this box, it's from Vlad, and as I've gotten every box from Vlad, it's really well packaged here. I don't know if he packages this himself. And I want to see, we got some parts that are going to be, actually this is how we're going to set up our winter here with some of these parts, and some of them we're going to put on right away. I don't know which ones are in here, but we've got so many projects underway and all I can say is that's the way I like it. Brooklyn, New York. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Well, this looks like we got one. This looks like, well, I always like to do an unboxing. I always get excited about seeing stuff. I'm like a kid at Christmas. Okay, so let's see. One of these is the MT-09, the carbon fiber hugger. I hope this is it. And that'll give me, that's a nice little project to work on. While I'm doing that, I'll do some other maintenance that probably do. It's coming up on 5,000 miles here real soon. Whoop. Oh, yeah, more stuff. Oh, yeah. That's what we need for the Kawasaki right there. That's the one part for the Kawasaki. So let's see what's in here. It's like being a Christmas kid at Christmas. Ooh. Vlad, the stuff's very well packaged, I'll say that. Whether you did it or if they did it where they made it, I don't know. Oh, I'm excited about putting this part on the bike. Every flat black part I can replace with carbon fiber. I think the bike would just look nicer. This is a company that Vlad does business with, so if this works out well, I'll be able to get, oh, beautiful, be able to get other parts for it. Now, you would think putting this part on the bike is going to be a simple thing. Yeah, it is, but there's only one little issue. When I went to take this bolt out of the original bike, and there was some electronics wires going down to the old part that's by the back wheel. This bolt was in with red Loctite or something, and it was so tight it was a struggle to get that bolt out. So I hope that threads weren't damaged, and that's real carbon fiber. Wow, Vlad, that's beautiful. That's all I can say. All right, so getting on with this unboxing here, we have, this is the key thing, and again, I need both of these parts, and I'm probably gonna have to adapt them for the Green Ninja, but then I'll be able to use the radar detector, and I've hesitated to ride that bike without a radar detector because it's got a loud exhaust, and to be honest, when I get on it, I'm like a little bit drug addicted or something. I want to just get through the gears. This is going to make it a lot safer to ride the bike, and again, thank you, Vlad. And this is the one that's really important that I get on here. We had the chain that's on the, I got to make sure this is the right length. I don't know if it's written on here. We only needed a 110, but we'll have some extra links. This is the one that I didn't want to ride the Black Ninja, the one that's restored the black and gold one, with that bad link in the chain. And that one bad link, if I were to ride another, that chain only has about 10,000 miles on it. It's a Regina chain. I think that one bad link would start to chew up the sprockets, and I have that real expensive sprocket on the back, the sprock. So rather than fool around and try to loosen the link, and this is the best of all worlds, just buy a new chain, and we'll be all good to go for the upcoming winter that's coming very soon. Maybe sooner than we want. So again, thank you, Vlad. These parts all look really nice. You definitely don't even have to buff this out or anything. Again, nice quality, really nice stuff. This will be a nice little upgrade for the MT. And as I always say, again, thank you very much, Vlad. His business is MOTO World Incorporated. He has a really nice website. You can check it out if you're interested. But basically, I've had good service, good luck, and because Vlad is a real rider and rides and knows the ins and outs of motorcycles, you're not talking to somebody that doesn't know about motorcycles if you buy parts from him. I've had really good luck, and again, thank you, Vlad. So now the only thing left to do today, I got to get with Karen. We have a doctor visit. I have to stop at Home Depot. I have to buy some paint. As I'm making this video, I am in the middle of restoring the bathroom. I have some other painting to do. Cabinets have to be painted, etc., etc. I want to take care of what, and there may be time this afternoon based on the weather. I don't know how it's going to be 2 or 3 hours from now, but this afternoon, may even get a ride in. So we have several errands to do today, but it sure looks like I wanted to keep track of the weather. It may even go up over 50 degrees today, in which case, well, it won't matter. It'll be what time I get back. We definitely want to get a ride today. And one of the main things I always try to do is never have 2 days that unfold exactly the same, and Today looks like it's going to unfold just the way we want it. You know, we're back, and boy, it's evolved into a beautiful day. We're going to have at least a short ride this afternoon. And the most fun you can have with the pond here is scooping out the leaves. When you want to have a pond, you got to pay. There's no free pond. And this may be the last ride we have with that ugly flat black hugger. And boy, are we very happy with the fender. Wow, that added a nice dimension to the bike. This carbon fiber, it's all twill, all ultra shiny. I think that little by little, we're getting the bike to really be ours. And next time we get to do some shop work here, and there'll be some rainy days coming up soon. Boy, we just got projects within projects within projects, but we never work on projects when we could possibly squeeze in a ride. Here, we're listening to the church bells chime as I get ready here. Love those church bells. Love that cross-play music. Love that MT-09. Who I am. Gotta be honest, I love that quick shifter. It just gets to be more fun every time I ride the bike. Not many leaves left on the trees. Most of them are on the ground right now. In fact, in some areas, they're all on the ground. There's not one on a tree. And there's still a few in the road where you don't want them to be. And that's why I always have the traction control on setting 2. You see some of the leaves out on the street right here. And boy, does that traction control save your bacon. If you look real close, you see there are still leaves in the street randomly. And to be honest, I wish I had traction control on all my bikes. I guess I do. It's called human traction control. Look at the leaves in the street. Oh! Come flying around here in those leaves. Oh! They can ruin your whole day. Look how close to the edge of the road those leaves are. Woo-hoo! Now, if you've never had a little step out from wet leaves, you're in for a thrill. And every time this bike steps out, that traction control cuts right in. There's even more leaves here. There's a slippery spot. And that's the one thing I learned from the MT-09. I love traction control. Remember, I have the last year R1 they made without traction control. Oh, but it's still a thrill to ride. Look at those polished pipes now. Luciano, get it? Get that polish out and polish those pipes. God, do you have no shame? I'm going to have to polish those pipes for Matt. That's all there is to it. Look, and now look at those leaves just sneaking into the picture here. Or you have to be so aware of where those leaves are. You can see there's some nasty potholes still in the road. But there's some beautiful areas too. Yeah, look at this. One bike. I only saw one bike today. And we're almost there. We're coming up on Bello Stagno. And the guy that owns that property is very, very friendly. And pretty much all the roads up in that area are nice motorcycle roads. And it's a nice destination ride.
It's got a lot colder since I left the house here. I don't know why, but this is one of the nicest ponds around the area here. And we ride this area quite a bit. I love to see it's got a little bridge in the back there. A big rock. Off to the side here there's a little waterfall. Kind of a real scenic area here. Kind of nice. Not like riding in Manhattan.
It is a real nice destination spot to stop, too. But the big attraction is very low traffic in the area. And this was later in the day than I normally ride. It was even better. I guess nobody goes to work this hour of the day. I don't know. And up in this area, it definitely pays to have a quiet motorcycle. Especially if you want to get a little frisky with the throttle. All these populated areas, they don't like loud motorcycles. Oh, but I'm telling you, when I got home, I was so cold. It was definitely colder than they predicted. Maybe I should have bundled up just a little bit more. I don't know. Well, the day was really nice. I shouldn't complain at all, but it really didn't warm up. The weatherman lied. They said it was going into the 50s. The sun really never came out, and it got colder as the day went on. So I'm hoping the bride has some fresh coffee for me when I get in there. It's cold. So I come home from a cold ride. I haven't even put the bike away. What is this here? She's cooking apple cobbler. No wonder you didn't come out to the driveway to give me a hug and kiss. Holy mackerel.
Ice cream and caramel syrup.
Ice cream and caramel syrup. Oh my God. But we all know you come back from that ride and when you're still in your cold leathers, you got to have that coffee even before you put the bike away. And when you come home and it's cold outside, what are these brookies?
Yes, it's a combination of chocolate brownies.
Half brownie and half cookie.
Half chocolate chip.
Oh my God. I don't have that many years to live anyway. So being honest, life is good. There's not much I can complain about. Sun never came out, didn't ruin the ride at all. Still had a great time. Love those back roads when there's nobody around. Boy, love it. Anyway, I want to thank the healthcare workers. Thank you guys so much. Keeping my family safe, keeping me safe, keeping the MT-09 safe. We'll get those carbon fiber parts put on. We've got, on my priority list, there's about 13 projects I want to do, and I'm going to do them one by one. Probably make individual videos out of most of them, and share the fun of, the passion of motorcycling. Both new bikes and old bikes. All bikes. So if you enjoyed the video, share it with your friends. I enjoy editing them. And thank you so much for watching. And we do try to post up something almost every day. We either go for a ride, or we do some unboxing, or we do some work in the garage, or we eat brookies. By the way, those brookies were great. So again, hey, we got a lot of cool stuff on our channel, including that bathroom restoration now underway. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thank you so much for watching.